Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Peteman Reviews. Today we have the Generation 1 Transformer Spinister. Spinister is a double target master, which basically means he's got two Nebulons to form guns. And he transforms into, colour scheme aside, a fairly good representation of I think it's believed to be an Apache attack helicopter. It's also worth noting that the rotors do work, so they spin round, and so does the rear one as well. Got some fairly bulky wheels, so he is quite stable when he lands, and you can wheel him around as well if you so wish to do so. So the two Nebulon target masters do detach from his gun here in helicopter mode. Their transformation is incredibly simple. It's that's all there is to it, and then you end up with the bulky handle in the middle. Same thing as well, and his handles a little bit lower down. To be perfectly honest, the little Nebulon target masters are a bit naff, to be honest. As Nebulons, they have zero articulation other than to make the gun barrel come out. They are incredibly small, and you are left with the awkward gun barrel hold in here where there's just nowhere to put it. Whereas you look at some of the other target masters and they are significantly better placed. These guys just aren't, and I don't know, maybe they ran out of ideas at this time. Just a comparison, this is the target master for Cup. So you've got articulation there and articulation there. I know the arms and that don't move at all either, so in that respect they're the same. But just look at the size of him compared to those, and his barrel for holding onto the gun is at the back, so it nicely goes out the way. He's nearly double the size. So it is very poor articulation all round, really. Very poor design. It's basically they're cheap and nasty almost. And one could say that's true of all the second wave of target masters and headmasters. Is that they, and even power masters for that matter, they're significantly smaller. Even when you think about it, the Pretenders, the first wave were quite large, then they all went shorter. I guess there might have been a shortage in plastics or cost had gone up, but they were all so much shorter and smaller and just less detailed and everything. It was a bit of a letdown really, because it could have been really good. Anyway, on to Spinister himself. He's quite a reasonable transformation, quite easy, so that goes like that. You just need to get the gun, I don't know what I'm talking about here, the rotors out of the way, because this whole section here just needs to flip up. Now this way you need to get the wheels this out of the way too, so the wheels can move up and down. Okay, so we're almost there now. I'm just going to flip these down again just to put the rotor blades that side, because that way it gets them out of the way. So the entire head part here flips down. As you can see, it's the wrong side because he does rotate the way, so it's not the wrong side. You just need to ensure that the waist rotation is done. So at the back you've got everything kind of out of the way, though it is a bit of a bulky arrangement at the back. Arms are located in here. I probably should have done the arms before doing this. Let's do the arms now. So you see there the plastic, the purple here, and they flip out like that. And this flips out as well, so you've got this cavity. And you can see the arms are located in here, which is flipped down. Same thing again. Flip down. So now we're going to flip that up, down like that. And finally the head does turn round. Okay, so that is Spinister. We'll just transform these little guys back. We'll transform one of them. Just want to experiment here. Will he hold the proper target master? Well, yes, he will. Though it's grossly outweighed, and because of the fact he's only got little arms, he doesn't really have anywhere to hold him. So you can have him holding the larger target master. There just isn't. His arms are so small. There kind of isn't anywhere suitable to hold him. I'll just take that out of the way for now. And there we are. That is Double Target Master Spinister in robot mode. Again, it's very much scaled down robot mode. We just compare him to Cup. Oops. There we are, we just compare him to Cup. It just dwarfs him, doesn't he? What I'm just going to do with these rotors, because they do they're a little bit taller than him, is just stick them out like this, one on either side, and then put that down like that. Gets them out of the way, and I suppose it makes a little bit of a visual with the rotor sticking out. But look, he's so much shorter than Cup. It's a shame, really. Had Spinister been released in the first wave of Target Masters, he would actually be very good. He's still not a bad robot, but he just suffers from the cheapness of the production. In terms of articulation, well, surprisingly his waist does swivel because of virtue of his transformation, and so does his head because of the virtue of the way he transforms. His arms can waggle up and down, but they're very, very short, and his arms, again, because of the way his hands go, you can almost roll his hand backs. Not sure why you'd want to do that, but you could if you wish. But his arms do waggle up and down a bit. It's quite limited. But with the waist, again, that's better than most with the waist, actually, of the time. He's got some quite nice detailing on his face, and the stickers do give some impression of some quite nice detailing. Otherwise, so he's not too bad in terms of how he looks, as long as you take him by himself. You don't compare him with some of the others, because that's when he starts to fall apart, both in terms of height and in terms of transformation. You compare with the Power Master Dreadwind, who was one of the first release of the Power Master range, and Dreadwind is significantly more detailed and significantly taller than him. We then look at the Thrilling 30s release of Double Target Master Scoop. Now, the Autobot Double Target Masters would have been a similar sort of range, height, lack of detail and everything to Spinister, but Scoop got a Thrilling 30s release, which makes him a little bit taller, not much, a little bit bulkier, not much, but a great deal more detail, particularly around the Nebulons and all around this part. So Scoop comes out a lot better. It's a bit of a shame that Spinister hasn't had that as well, because he's a good robot. He's particularly the way he was portrayed in the comics as well. He has quite nice attributes. Him and Neil knows as well. They are nice ideas. It's just a shame that the toy kind of lacked a little bit in execution. I don't know. What do you think? I think what lets him down for me is he's quite a good helicopter mode. He's quite a good robot mode. It's just the fact that it's cheap. The transformation is very simple. The Nebulons in particular, very simple. With awkward hand placements, it could have done better with that. That's, I think, is what's the most disappointing for me. The fact that this could have been a great robot, rather than just being merely a good one because of cutting corners. Anyway, that is Generation 1 Spinister. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave any comments below, click and subscribe to some other videos, and I'll see you on the next review. Thank you. Goodbye.